When we're in class, we're often writing down what the teacher says without really internalizing it. So the nice thing about this technique called summarizing or the law of 1/3 is that we're taking a lot of information and we're actually making it shorter. So often students think that, oh, you're honing your notes, you need to make it longer. And sometimes that is the case, but not for every class. Sometimes summarizing it is actually more important, or summarizing it and then doing something else. It really depends on the class. So I'm going to, in this series, just talk about a lot of different techniques. So not every class you'll use all these techniques. You'll really want to pick and choose and try out depending on what the material is. Because often we think that every study technique should apply to every class. And while that's sometimes true, often it's not. And you really want your study techniques to reflect the material that you're learning and the type of style that the teacher is teaching and how they will test you. So it's really a way of feeling it out. But this way, where we're reducing the amount, so you see before, we have a lot of notes over here, and then after, it's much shorter. So we're really not adding to these, we're actually taking away and making it much more condensed and concise. Often students think that, oh, I have a 10-page paper, like, that's so long, but really writing a 1-page paper when it could be a 10-page paper if you're just rambling is actually a lot harder. So this is a way for our brains to really make sense of it and to take something that looks like a lot and really reduce it down. Because if you had to tell your brain, oh, I have to study and make my notes quizzable, and they looked like this or went on for pages or they went like this feels a lot more doable. And so this works well for classes, especially say in a history class where you have a lot of facts and figures, but then you're putting it over here and you're really making sense of the cause and effect and a lot of what's actually happening, and you're kind of making it a cleaner narrative. So honing your notes doesn't always have to make it longer, and this is often a great place to start because it doesn't feel as tedious as some of the other methods, and it really is a great way for your brain to be able to see what you need to know in a very concise way. If you have any questions, email me, jessica@diyhomework.com. Thanks.